What is going on YouTube? Old Tom, Rabbit 69. Got several Christmas cards come in. We're going to give them fine folks a shout out, and then we'll go and show you a little bit on this 32s, what we got going on with them. First up, if you are subbed to William over at Red Hill Rod and Customs, and he sent me this great card with 41 Willis on it and giving you some Christmas wishes. Thank you, William. Beautiful card. He also sent me, he knows I like my moon eyes, and he sent me the Bonneville 23 Save the Salt moon eyes sticker. That's really cool. But he was recently at the SEMA show and put up some videos, and this hot rod was at SEMA, and I'd asked him exactly what color it was, and I was really interested in trying to recreate one of these, and he said he'd send me the card. He had picked the card up, so we appreciate it. What a beautiful hot rod. It's like a metallic gray color, gunmetal, and it had like candy red all in the interior and on the firewall, and it was a beautiful paint scheme, so we might try to match that hot rod and build one. So thank you, William. We got Gloria's shop card in over at Stout Creations. She had reached out, wanted to swap cards, and we want to thank you, Gloria. And if you're not subbed to Gloria, go check her out. There's her. You can click on that and go check her out. So we appreciate you, Gloria, and we'll get you up here on the board. We got a card from Frank Frizzo at Frizzo's Model Works, and I know Frank's been going through a lot of health issues, and we want to send out prayers to Frank, and we're going to keep him on our prayers, and just want to thank him for sending the card and taking the time out to send that to us. We thank you, Frank. We got you in our prayers, buddy. We got John's card over at Mighty JJK. He builds a lot of aircraft. He always has these great Christmas cards, and it's so cool, and we wanted to thank John, and we'll get you in here on the display with everybody else's, but it's a beautiful card. Thank you, John. We got Big Charlie's card over at Big Charlie's Model Works, and another beautiful card. Got a couple dogs in there. That's really cool. 50 Ford. Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate you, my friend. And we got Don's card over at Don's Garage. We wanted to thank Don for sending that. He also sent me a card, and he sent me some license plates from Don's Garage and from Hobby Barn. We really appreciate that, Don. Thank you, my friend. Then we got a card from Mark and Lisa over at the Mediocre Mardla. Another beautiful card, and we want to thank him for that. He also sent me another one of his stickers. So we're going to have plenty of them stickers around the shop. Thank you, Mark. Then we got one from Greg and Debbie over at Grumpy Greg's Model Works. And beautiful card, another 54, got a wreath on the front, but that's just a gorgeous card. But thank you, Greg, and thank you for sending us a card. We appreciate it, my friend. And we got one from Fred and Vicky, Fred Henry, and another beautiful card. We wanted to thank Fred for sending it. We always have a great time hanging out with Fred and Vicky at the shows, and just become a really great friend of ours. So thank you, Fred. We appreciate you, my friend. We got one from Rick Scott from Heartbeat Model Shop. His lovely wife, Beverly, makes these cards, and it's just a beautiful card, and we wanted to thank him for sending that. And we'll get you in here with all our other Christmas cards. Thank you, Rick. And we got one from Tim Brown over at Throttle Power. We wanted to thank Tim. And we got to hang out with Tim a lot this year up at Acme, and just had a good time for sure. So thank you, Tim. We appreciate you, my friend. And we got one from Dave Woods over at Woody's Model Shop. And he also had sent me his new sticker in here, which is really cool. So thank you, my friend, and thank you for the sticker. But thank you, beautiful card, and thank you for sending that to us. And then we got Lloyd's card over at Rusty Glove Box. If you're not subbed to Lloyd, he does a lot of cool things over there. And wanted to thank Lloyd for taking his time to send me that card. So we thank you, Lloyd. We appreciate you, my friend. I'm going to show you what we got going on here with the hot rods. So let's see here. We need to move that a little bit. Got this roof pretty well sanded out now. We might go over a little bit more. We got all that smoothed out the way we want it, and that's coming along. There were still some injector pin marks because this thing was molded off the Revell body, and there were some injector pin marks. We got everything taken care of, I think, on that. So that's coming along. We got Roadsters in primer. I'll get that sanded. That's fixing to put some color on it, but it's sanded. Primed, and the chassis primed. We're fixing to get going on that one. This is the frame and chassis here for the sedan, the Tudor, And I think we're going to go with these bomber seats. I have my good friend Dan. He printed me these little bomber seats up. They're going to go in there really nice. I got them sized up where they're going to fit real nice. And there's not going to be a back seat in the sedan, and I'm going to use the gas tank and the battery that comes in those 29 and 30 kits and put that and get them all plumbed up and wired up, make them look real cool. So when you look in the back of the sedan, you'll see the battery box and fuel tank and all that back there. But she's coming along really nice. We're happy how that is. I was going to tell you guys about them springs that my buddy Dan had made. So here's them springs, and you can see how well the 3D print is on them. Those are beautiful springs. He's got these things sized up, so they're exact replacement now for this kit spring, right? And they go right in, but just the detail is like, 1,000 times better, right? So anyway, you'll see when I get them painted up and put on there how much better they look. And wanted to thank Dan for taking the time to size them up for me and get them to fit. And just really, really nice stuff. This 3D printing has sure changed our hobby. And we've been playing around with paint. This is, to me, is LP40, which is metallic black. I sprayed this out. It's got a nice little flake in it. It's not a heavy flake. I like it. This doesn't have any clear on it. This is just straight out and sprayed out. But I think this is going to be what goes on the Roadster. I think with those red artillery wheels, that'd just be a classic look. And I was talking with Mark Jones and trying to get some color ideas, and I think that's what that's going to end up being. But I kept steering towards a gray, a gunmetal. I was all over the place. I was talking about reds. I didn't know what I was going to paint it, but I think it's going to end up being this metallic black. I might get some paint on it today or tomorrow, but she's getting painted real soon, so we can get her cleared up and we can get going on it. But that's all we got. A lot of good stuff going on out there. We want to thank everybody for sending cards, and I know there's some more cards that will be coming, and we'll do those fine folks a shout out when we get them. So everybody out there, take care, and we'll catch you later. Old Tom, Rambler 69. Right here, guys.